Hello, and welcome
to Peptalk
with Nat
and Dan.
And today we are in part 2 of our series of being an artist, and we're going to talk about finding confidence in your work.
Yeah, because we're all really worthy of saying things. We have a lot to say, and I think a lot of people have a lot of really important things to say. Sometimes it's hard to steel yourself up and believe in your perspective and your point of view and your words or your art, your visual representation, whatever you do. It's hard to believe in that right off the bat when you're trying to build up that initial body of work.
And last time in part 1 of this series, we talked about finding a community. Now the thing is, when you find a community, with that community, you're going to be either, well, you're going to be getting a bit of both. You're going to be getting some praise, and you're going to be getting some criticism. And the thing is that you can't take either of those too seriously.
Because if you buy in too much to the criticism that people are doling out to you, you're going to really lose a lot of that self-worth. Your confidence is going to drop. You're going to feel like you're not enough. And honestly, it's all subjective. These are people's opinions. They can be really helpful, but they could be harmful if you haven't built up your own confidence and belief in yourself enough.
Yeah.
On the other hand, if you buy too much into their praise, you're going to see your ego shoot through the roof.
And you're going to miss opportunities of growth and change that needs to constantly be happening in your life as an artist.
Yeah, you need to be able to listen to what people are saying, but also take it with a grain of salt. I know that sounds so contradictory, but the great thing about editing and working with other people is that they're just giving you suggestions. You ultimately make the decision about what you choose to keep and what is important. But it's really nice and important to hear other people's perspectives to make yourself a stronger artist and writer and performer.
I mean, something that works for me is I have certain people who I trust to speak into my life as an artist. Like, Dan's one of these people for me. You know, she can be critical. She can say things about my work, and I can take it because we're friends. I know that she values my work. She values me as a human being. And so in that way, it works for me. I'm a bit of a sensitive birdie in that way. So you have to find what works for you. Don't let in criticism that's going to absolutely beat you down to a pulp where you can't work anymore, because that's not constructive.
I think the key here is that you can't be seeking other people's approval.
Yes.
Because if you're really writing or performing for someone else, that's when your words are going to get kind of tainted. Your performance is going to start to drop. And I see this a lot in poetry slam. There's a lot of people that show up and they're only writing to win the slam. They're only there for the competition. They say that it's just a perk or that it's just something on the outside, but they really take that feedback to heart. And if they aren't winning, they quit writing. And if they are winning, they think that they're the best thing ever, they're bomb.com, and then nothing can compare. So that's really ridiculous on either end.
You lose your edge and you lose your drive if you lose that sense of doing what you're doing for you and because you have to express it yourself. You know, there's a need in there to do that. And I think that's in that need to do that, you need to find that self-worth, and you need to just somehow completely believe that your perspective is unique and it is valuable, and the world needs to hear what you have to say.
You are enough, and we want to hear the wisdom that you're going to dole out to us. I love hearing people read or perform that I've never heard before. I love the fact that they're taking up space on the stage and they're putting their perspective out there into the world. I think it's so important, and I'm always really excited when I hear new work.
Yeah, and just and being supportive of each other, realizing that every artistic attempt is a risk. So,
but as we said in our last video, no risk, no reward.
Exactly.
So it's always a balance, right? You just have to make sure that you're not leaning too far in either direction.
Okay, so we love you.
We're really proud of you. Thanks for taking risks and writing words and doing things that are hard and pushing through anyway.
Yeah. We believe in us.
We believe in you.
Go get 'em, Tiger.
Yeah. See you later, friends.